funniest
I blew my
thing
back out in the
world.
gym. It was awful.
Who blew your back
What,
out?
in the gym?
Wait, who blew your back out?
Harry Brown.
Wait,
He blew my back out.
wait, what? So you do take it? Welcome back to the sad cast.
No, obviously the night.
We're all really sad.
Are we?
And Theo's gonna get his knob out. 3, 2, 1.
You're projecting.
I am.
Nighttime episode means it's the.
It's the deep.
It means
chat
we're in the
mode.
feels.
We are. Look, I'm gonna be fucking honest.
Shock.
4 a.m. this morning.
Oh, you're crying.
I had a panic attack,
I feel bad now.
and it's yeah.
Why were you awake at 4 a.m.?
Bruv, I'll be real. As much as I want to like skip to the part where we're goofy waffling, goofy haha, I am not quite there yet.
It's okay, mate.
And it's actually getting to me that I still can't really manage my stress levels.
Why were you awake?
I was woken up by panic, bruv. I was having like
Wait, a nightmare? Like a night?
Yeah. Now certain things have been going on to maybe contribute to that. But like adversity and stuff not being ideal is fucking real life, mate. And it seems the reason why I have not done an awful lot of things, whether it be career-wise or like anything that isn't just enjoyment, is because when I'm faced with adversity or something that causes stress,
Pressure.
it actually fucking sends me, bruv. I don't know how to deal with stress. And obviously the hypnotherapy that I had the consultation with,
We'll touch on that in a bit, yeah.
like they did actually spell out how the brain works, and it seems like I am just operating like a bog standard like human.
He thought he was special and above the rest.
Wait, so
I'm not above anyone.
So this whole time when you think you're above everyone, you look down on these pathetic
yourself.
little humans.
Just get your tits out.
Who've got, look, projecting.
Get them out now. Why aren't you getting them out?
What's happened here is someone in a professional realm has spoken to you and said, yeah, mate, sorry.
See this all the time.
Turns out you're just like normal.
I don't know, but all I know is that like one thing leads to another. Like we have a part of our brain that stores things for our like survival mode, like caveman brain, right? That remember this because it caused you, like you need to hold on to this. And during our sleep, our brain normally gets rid of what's not important.
Yeah.
But obviously not getting enough sleep, or just if your brain holds on to things or thinks it needs to, then it just stores, and it can make your like stress bucket very full almost all the time. And she's like, mate, you're basically operating in survival mode like all the time while you're doing something that basically you care about. Like it's when I care about something, mate, I don't know how to care about something in a healthy way. I obsess. It becomes toxic. I care too much, and I become this almost like, and it's mental, mate, and it's taking a toll on me, and I can't take it anymore.
It's quite interesting though, isn't it?
It is.
Like, you're lacking these coping mechanisms almost.
It's almost like as a YouTuber, you don't learn like life skills growing up, like as a normal human being, because you have this privileged fucking life. And I'm literally
Yeah, but that's different.
going crazy.
That's different to Theo though, because Theo obviously. Well, you had the Mackies years, like you had the actual like. Whereas you kind of
were
got
literally
thrown
like
in at the deep end
born
at
and
like a young
bred
age
to be a YouTuber almost.
If I sometimes I think that little boy that just wanted to create videos and make people laugh, like
Little boy.
if he only knew, like I don't know, certain things.
No, but you say this right, and we joke and whatnot, but this is very prominent and prevalent in child actors.
Child actors.
Yeah.
Is that why they? But that's the thing.
Like Malky McCulkin.
All I'm saying-
Whoa, that's not his name.
Wait, but it does make me realise.
It is true though. Like as a child, like that's why it's quite. If you actually look at like Daniel Radcliffe,
Yeah.
and if you look like
Who was the other guy?
Melky. What's his actual name?
Macaulay
Burgundy.
Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
What's,
but it does make sense.
What's Rupert Grint?
Like we had obviously Jack Joseph saying like what his coping mechanism was for stress was obviously turning to food. Well, don't laugh.
You started
Don't
it.
you laugh.
But that was your mechanism for a while as well.
Fine. But wait, where I don't have any sort of vice, I almost don't seem to have a release. So I don't have a coping mechanism and I don't have a release because I'm trying to be healthy. I don't have coffee. I don't drink alcohol. I don't fucking wank. Maybe I should just become a wank.
It's scaring me.
I need to just wank myself to sleep. That's what I used to do in school, bruv. I would do it every day. And maybe didn't wake over the teachers.
You know, like
I did.
You know, in that film, you know, Shutter Island.
What
at the end of
going
it,
on about?
Where he starts to go mental.
When DiCaprio doesn't realise he's going mental.
No,
Yeah.
I realise.
No, we joke and we laugh, but you are fucking crazy right now.
I'm fucking psychotic. And it makes me feel nuts, bruv. Because I want to come on Wafflin and it be like, wow, Joe Weller really seems like he's
what
happy.
are you doing right now?
I'm doing the audience. This is what all the Wafflin Mafia members talk like. Joe Weller really seems like he's got his shit together. He's so happy now. That's one that I get. Like, Joe, you seem so genuinely happy in your Instagrams. And it's so funny how, while traveling, while you basically don't have
Ignore the problems,
anything that you're actually caring about, like work or genuine like connections or anything like that. Yeah, of course your stress levels are low, but I can't, like, that's not fucking real life.
But also,
mate.
Joe, you've been removed from these stressful situations for such a long time that it's actually no wonder that you're struggling to deal with stress again because you haven't had it for so long. Does that make sense?
It's all like a little bit overwhelming as well. Like we were talking on the train up, like that traveling thing, you never really addressed like any stresses that you had anyway. You kind of just buried them and just went traveling. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Like I'll worry about it later.
That's been my coping mechanism my whole life. Rather than like, if something's causing me a lot of stress, rather than like lean into it, I run away from it. So
fight or flight.
Yeah, literally that, bruv. Literally that. So I think now where it's like, I don't want to run anymore and I'm literally facing it all. Obviously, it's coming with a lot of stress. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't want every single mother effing Wafflin episode to start with me talking like this.
But who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, we've always
people want to listen to the actual real life.
Yeah, but they want us to get our tits out, mate. Get them out.
Yeah, but this is
why aren't they out?
Why are you saying this constantly?
I just think you should do it.
I think you need to, Nate. I think you need to learn to chill.
I do, and
like,
I try to
mate,
find,
you know, like how you're talking about, you're stopping all these vices, like
yeah.
Mate, have a wank. Like, sit
No,
there.
I don't.
No,
it makes me feel bad.
No, but it doesn't.
Mate.
You need to find a way of coping. No, seriously, because otherwise you're gonna turn yourself insane. And I can see it.
I've already gone there, bruv. I've already gone there. Look at me. Hello.
So this panic attack last night, was you with your girlie?
Nope.
You're on your own.
By myself.
And you woke yourself up in stress and like sweating and like
yeah, full blown, and then not able to really go back to sleep and all of that. And it made me think, like,
is it working?
It made me think.
It's going to be.
What do you see when you see this bag that I'm holding?
Bag of nails.
They're screws, actually.
Does it make you think of a concept? Because I thought, me, when I'm feeling good...
Wait, hang on a second. Talking about overthinking, mate. It's a fucking bag of nails.
when I'm feeling good, I would look at this and go, I'm hard as nails. But...
That's how you think.
When I look at it right now, I think, oh, look, it's my loose screws. Because I got a screw loose.
Have you come up with that yourself?
Yeah, he warmed it up on me over there, and I was like, that was crap.
And then I saw this, and I thought, you saw a cocktail shaker. I saw an urn with a dead person's ashes. I did. That's what I saw. You do a little bit as well.
Wait, how have you...
Because it shows, mate, that what's going on in here dictates what's going on out there.
Are you not constantly feeling so drained?
Yes, mate, I'm in constant survival mode. So what you're experiencing with me now, imagine you're around this all the time. It would bring you down. It would make you be like...
You need to smoke a fat zoot or something.
Yeah, but
have you tried
it was like basically like last week I was on a good trajectory. Like, you know, I've met with someone that I'm gonna make content for my channel for, and this, that, and the other positive stuff.
Yeah.
The second I watched back the first episode of Wafflin, and I don't know if you noticed, but there was this on the microphone. Bruv, it sent me, and then I thought, oh fuck, I literally I'm not my energetic like good spirit self, and it it actually sent me, and I'm like, bruv, you need to, like, talking to myself. You need to be able to deal with not being perfect. And I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
We said this, right? So look around you.
Yeah.
Look in nature.
It's beautiful.
The world and life is full of perfect imperfections. Okay? That's what makes the world goes round. Okay? Hey, can you tell my brain is quite not keeping up to date with my mouth?
It's good. It keeps up to date.
I'm really
schedule. Right, yeah, go on.
I just can never be one of them like
No,
David.
you can go on. I'm enjoying this.
And you need to realise. You need to realise
what
that just because something isn't fucking perfect doesn't mean you need to lose your head over it.
But it hurts, man.
No, I know, but also
Hurts.
but get over it.
I know I need to get over it.
Like-
That's why I need exposure therapy, like what we're doing right now.
Here's what someone said to me once, actually.
What did they say?
It was actually Bruce.
Yeah, and you made you cry. That's what I've been doing.
He actually said
recently.
to
We spoke about that on the train up as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
He said to me, basically along the lines of like, who cares?
Yeah, like,
And
no
it
one cares.
was like when I was like in public and like someone was looking at me and I was struggling with that. He was like, yeah, but what are they gonna do? Who cares?
Yeah, no,
Like,
but I know
right,
that, mate. No,
right.
but I know that. But it's
that-
almost like my subconscious mind tell it to that when it's having a panic attack at 4 a.m.
No, I know, I completely
Like,
get that. But you can't,
consciously, it's like you have your survival part of your brain and then you have your intellectual part of the brain. And the intellectual part like makes complete
Switch
sense.
off.
It sees what you're saying.
it switches off.
But it's like, yeah, the survival mode just fucking takes over. And it's like,
But like
yeah.
even like associate that with like waffling, right?
yeah.
Like the over complication or like the over perfection of that first episode, everything you were trying to change and be like, oh,
Yeah.
can we have this guy? And like realistically, like you guys at home are not watching it because of when a camera cuts or like,
Like when someone's
who-
at home, they're not going to think, fuck, man, that wide was 1 second too long.
Yeah.
They're not
But
gonna,
I know, but what I felt is that the opening part, it seemed like we didn't really want to be here. It just seemed like, they're
is that
not
is that-
gassed.
but
And
is that-
I just didn't want people to think that we're forcing it.
no, but is that not your negative mindset right now?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
Do you-
it was exactly.
Do you see
that.
what I mean?
I
Like-
do want to be here. I love this.
No, but if you are in a negative headspace, you see things in different light to how they actually
know.
are. Does that make sense?
I
It's like when you're like,
know.
is this
Look at
half
that.
full or half empty?
It's for a quarter full. First.
Quarter full. It's a great. That's a good answer.
I know.
That's a good answer.
So true. But yeah, like, how can anyone else relate to this? Do you relate? Do
How
I-
did you deal with your panic attack? Because did it last
Laid
longer
there.
than 20 minutes?
No, yeah, I laid there. Heart was then pounding for the rest of the night. I didn't sleep. So
Did you not do the?
what?
Do you never had that?
No, just do the deep breaths because like doing the like slow breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, slow breath out.
But at the start, you're not like going a bit nuts, schizo.
Schizo.
Well, I was.
Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah, you're in an absolute. I was just absolutely petrified and terrified. It's like that.
You need to.
But
You need to.
You experienced this when you went through your breakup, didn't you?
No,
Did you not?
no. I did it after my surgery.
Oh,
I had it after the panic attack after my surgery. But that was slightly different. Like that was caused like being out in public and drinking was a bad thing, and like, that was completely different.
See,
like that was in my own head, but it was less in my. It was more external factors that were contributing. Does that make sense? So like,
Yeah.
the first time it happened, we were in Bournemouth, and I had to hide in the toilet because there's too many fans, and then they all just came over the things that are filming me. And I was like,
Will Mackenzie, when
he's just in a
first-
cubicle
but what-
standing up.
yeah. And there were just all
Oh.
these phones come over the top, and I was like, what's going on? What's happening to my heart? Why?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it would just spiral out of control. But that was to do with my surgery. So that was like depressed fat surgery sort of period.
Yeah.
But now I don't really get them. But it's because you find ways of coping and you find ways of mentally
Yeah, but this is
improving.
Well,
This is what I was saying,
You
like-
obviously didn't run away from the thing. You adapted to
Yeah.
the thing, and I think that's where, like, yeah, historically, I run away from the thing. So yeah,
you've also got so much going on in your life, right? Like this is now your third podcast, although technically the original. You've got like first channel, second channel, which you still do. You're obviously always doing loads of stuff for like Instagram brand deals and stuff. I know you help out other boys, etc. There's always something going on in your life. Whereas you'd flip to Weller. Now, okay, he's got Wafflin. Then what?
yeah, I think that's the thing. Like after Wafflin last week, yeah, I was sleep deprived and all of that, and feeling a bit whatever going into it. But we did good episodes, and I came away like gassed. But it just made me feel like I wish I was now filming tomorrow. And I wish I was then filming the next day and the next day and the next day, because I think that's the ultimate issue. My mind's got too much time to think, and it's like, yeah, just that counter weird thing where it's like almost, oh, we want to get to a position in life where we don't have to work or don't whatever, but like, oh my God, I need purpose.
What
every
about
day.
like, obviously I know you like creating stuff, but what about like creating a gym?
Nah. That's the thing as well, though. Like until you do something, you actually don't know. So that's me basing on. Like, I don't know if I'd enjoy that. But you don't know until you give it a go and you have to experiment.
For example, signing up to an event that you know is going to be hard, and if you don't train and don't have a purpose
Yeah.
to lead towards it, Do you see what I mean? So if you,
although saying that, like that, I've noticed that activates the pressure thing as well.
because you want to
It stresses me out. If I'm working towards something, it's like, don't have a shit night's sleep the night before. Don't put in all this work and then fuck it. And then I end up like going into each session. It's like, bruv, I got it with boxing again. Like I got it then. It's like, I end up going to sessions and my stress bucket, say it's this, is absolutely overflowing going into the session. That if I do one thing that could slightly fuck it up, I'm basically in tears and having a meltdown.
So you need to find a balance, right? So people to beat, but like say you sign up for a Hyrox or
Did you do an Ironman?
I don't know if you can tell, or like a ultra marathon or something like that, which is something you sign up for. Doesn't mean you have to win it. You're not impossible to win it. You know it's impossible to win it because there are professionals that do it, right?
Yeah.
But something that you know out and say, I want to enjoy this, but I also want to do myself proud.
Yeah.
Because then you wake up with a purpose of, you're not just going for a run, you have something to train for, you have a purpose to do it. Don't know.
Well, and this is quite
It's
interesting,
true,
actually.
true.
Like, so our first point on our show notes was finding contentment, right?
Oh, it's so true.
And there's quite an interesting question on there because I'm not sure you'll be able to answer this.
Go on.
What does contentment look like to you in an ideal world? What do you think Joe Weller needs? And the same goes to you, obviously, for you to just be like, because you talk about working towards something. Well, what about when you're 70, 80 and you can't work towards something like that? Then what? Are you then... No, but you know what I mean? Like in a realistic way, like do we always have to be working towards something to be content? Like are you not just content on a Sunday morning when you wake up and you've had like a nice evening and you're just like Sunday morning?
That's where like previously where I was finding my contentment through making YouTube videos that get certain views and a certain reaction. It was like my contentment was based on something that was like fleeting and might not be there always. So that's why almost like it was like, right, let me try and find the contentment from that's not as a result of doing something. But yeah, I've almost come to the realization that in order to get that fulfillment that then almost feels like contentment, then you have to do stuff. You can't not do stuff. No. So, and I think that stuff for me would be something that fulfills certain potentials.
Probably mentally challenges you as well.
Yeah, it needs to be stimulating in that way, like challenging. And I've noticed, like whilst doing the filming with different YouTubers, or even doing this, like I come away feeling like fulfilled to an extent. So that's why I'm like, I want to get my YouTube channel up and running again. But almost the contentment is like being a good person as well. Like and when I'm in like this state of like almost survival mode, like, and I'm not emotionally people can't emotionally count on me. Like you don't, it's like, what's he going to, like, is he, you have to tread on eggshells around me at the moment. And that's not healthy for me to be around anyone. And I start feeling guilty that, am I putting that onto people? Let me isolate myself so that I'm at least not then getting the guilt of putting it onto someone as well as what I'm experiencing stress wise anyway. So it's almost like this, but then the isolation makes it worse. So it's a vicious cycle, bruv.
It's like you're scared of like, putting problems on people because you think maybe they'll walk away from you, but it's not the case, mate.
Oh, it's the thing, like, it's difficult to really even understand. Like, I don't think even my own mum, like, it's difficult for anyone to truly grasp what's going on in someone else's head and how to make it better.
Yeah.
And I'm also like, it needs to come from within me. But I think the thing more than anything is I need to change my focus. Like, I focus with my perfectionist mindset, I focus on what's wrong, which then generates what's wrong. Whereas focusing on stuff that feels like fun and almost like lets my inner child play, that would probably make me feel like that way more.
I think you should think about what, because obviously it's not healthy to fixate on numbers and stuff when you start uploading at all. And I think you should be in a position now where you shouldn't be focusing on numbers at all. You should be looking at creating content and projects that you really want to create. So if you sit down and ask yourself, what do I want to do? Do I want to fucking climb Mount Everest like that? I don't know if you've seen that French YouTuber recently.
Nah.
Incredible. I'll touch on that in a second. But do I want to do this? Do I want to find out what do you want to do and say, could I make content around that and have that as a project that you can work towards? Because this French guy, he basically stepped away from YouTube for like 8 months, like disappeared. And he obviously told everyone why, but it was because he was training to climb Mount Everest. And he's just uploaded a video and it's like 2 hours long. I'm going to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. It's 2 hours long. It's on 20 million views in 2 days of him climbing Mount Everest. But it's a passion of his that he clearly said, I need to step away and focus on this so I can build towards this goal. And now the outcome of it is just incredible. So you need to find your project and your passion and say, what do I want to create?
And that's the thing. You're kind of lucky in the sense you know what your passion is, like creating.
Yeah.
You know, that's never changed.
Yeah.
But then was it the external pressures of, oh, this video did only 500k, my last one got a mil?
The thing is that it's almost like videos in this immediate situation. It's where I'm not necessarily uploading videos. It's not necessarily like, oh, certain videos are doing this, that, and the other. It's more of like just how like my own thoughts are affecting my relationships around me. So it's not necessarily, oh, I can't figure out the sort of thing I want to make. I've actually got quite a few ideas that I'm going to bring to life. So it's almost like I'm kind of excited about that actually. But it's more of just like my not my Joe Weller, but my Joe.
But I think that
and
will
everyone
help
around
you,
me. That
I think that will help you though. But my point, I think, is that if you have these projects to work towards, it gives you that purpose every single day, right? Which means in turn, you'll be less stressed.
Yeah.
Which in turn will put less stress on, say, your girlfriend, your family, or whatever. And it, in general, it starts healing that stress.
It is
So, no, does that make sense?
Yeah, man. I think more than anything, it is just like lowering stress will have the impact on everything. Like when I came back from traveling and I had that really low stress level, everything almost seemed like such a piece of cake. Whereas in this, when your stress is heightened, those same things that seem like nothing seem massive. So yeah, I think you're right. It is finding what can give me that genuine lower stress levels. And I think doing things, it's so obvious, but yeah, mate,
But it's easier said than done.
Projects.
Yeah, and 100%, because for me, with the contentment thing,
yeah,
You always seem pretty content.
Not with
Nowadays,
work, not with
like,
work at all. But
really?
I found contentment within fitness and sport, because I notice every time I get down or fat is when I'm not working out because my body won't let me work out, i.e. surgery, when I redid my hip, when I tore my hamstring. I always have these really low periods.
Yeah.
And I found contentment within sport, saying if I have something to work towards, so I can stay busy, stay fit, I feel better within myself, which then in turn I feel better about other things.
Yeah.
So for me, if I'm not active and healthy, then everything else around me goes down as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for me, it's sport being the ability to move, and for you, it's probably
Like it's
being mentally challenged in terms of like having something to do.
It's got to be like more than that as well, though. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you've got a nice girlfriend that you live with. You have a nice life. You've got like friends that you see all the time. You're financially stable. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't feel like that though. Like in terms of work and everything, it doesn't. I'm constantly stressing about work in terms of what's next. How can I do this? Like I never once feel like I've made it ever.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever feel that makes me feel mentally good is sport. It's literally the only thing.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So if I'm injured, I'm sad, which is kind of mad.
You can't do your thing. But then do you not feel like, because you're like, your okayness is based on something that could be taken away? Is that not like anxiety generating? Because it's like,
no.
Sport, if you do get injured, like
no, because for example, like this
don't worry about that.
This summer, I don't worry. I can't worry about it because I have so many injuries. Like I can't worry about that. But for example, this summer, I was at the peak of my fitness in May. 2 weeks before Soccer Aid, I tear my hamstring.
Yeah.
2 weeks before, like the biggest thing ever. How do you think I felt there?
Awful.
Just, mate, I got home, I was just like, almost in like a state of shock, like what has happened. And it was my own fault. But you just have to find ways, like that's when people around you have to count on them. You have to find ways of like, within 2 days of tearing my hamstring, like I was on the phone to my physio, Alex, who's helped me so much. And he said, you probably won't have to play, but we might have to get you involved still. And you just find little things, how I was doing different forms of therapy, different forms of rehab, all these different things. And you say, what can I do? Not what can't I do? That's the mindset I think I've adopted, is that I find what can I do?
And I also think I
can do something.
I personally think like not allowing your like contentment to rely on external factors is just never going to work anyway, because you want to be content with the people around you and family members and if you've got good relationships.
If you care about something, well then that's something that can dictate your happiness and stress and all of your emotions. And then I think that's where I've gone, let me just not care about anything because then I can't be hurt.
That's not the right thing to do.
No, I know, but I noticed that like where I've avoided caring about anything or doing something that I could potentially care about, then I've almost gone this massive time now with not knowing how to deal with caring. Yeah. And so therefore, it's almost spun me. But like I like to think that obviously, these emotions and these things come and you feel them because you're actually taking them on. Like I'm not running away. I'm going to be going to the hypnotherapy. I'm still planning to do my videos and plan to do it with a production company and make them bigger and better than like I've ever done before. Before I would have just gone, fuck all this off. Maybe probably would have been like, boys, I'm not coming to Wafflin today. I'm not in a place to do it. Or like, yeah. So I like to think I'm making steps in the right direction, but obviously, it's still.
Well, I think you are. You're definitely starting to face them head on, which is a real big change. That is good. And you should definitely take positive in that. And this is what I'm saying about thinking not what you can't do, what you can do. You said, I can face this head on. I can do this. And that's the mindset you need to get in.
And I've got evidence where like there's been stuff that I literally before thought there's no way I can overcome this. Like stuff that is stress related as well, panic attack related. And now I've absolutely overcome it. But my mind naturally goes, oh, but what haven't, like focus on the things that need fixing because of the stuff that's all good and that you've overcome. You don't need to worry about that anymore. But I think, it is important to reflect on what you have done and accomplished and realize that you can
do you ever just switch off as well?
Ooh, it's quite difficult, isn't it?
Like read a book.
No,
but
I'm
being serious. I've actually really dedicated. I know I don't read often at all. Don't get me wrong. Like I have a Kindle now, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I do have a Kindle now. But like for example, I've probably like once in the last 2 weeks, I went to the gym, did it, and then I went to the swimming pool and just read for an hour next to the pool. And I know it sounds like normal to a lot of people, but it was like 8 o'clock at night. I just read for an hour, and actually switching off like that just for half an hour is so important.
I'll tell you what, I back this because I've always wanted to get into reading, but never just been able to. So before our little Turkey trip, I bought a book, and it took me a while to get into it, but eventually, like I was immersed in it, and before I knew it, like hours would pass. But like you've been like, fuck, I've been reading, and like I actually like. I was in there. I was inside the book.
This is the thing, like when I was fucking traveling, mate, I read like multiple books and I felt all of the benefits and it felt class. So do it again, Joe.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
it's easier than done, right? Like getting out a book and reading, it's like, oh, I can't just go on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
But once you start, it's great.
Yeah, no, 100%. I know I've got this fucking book, The Chimp Paradox, that I know is going to be so beneficial for me, understanding and everything. Like, it's sitting there. I need to just start it. But one other side point, you mentioned social media. Do you think social media is actually giving people disorders in the sense of making people more perfectionist, i.e. like diet-wise, rather than it being like just encouraging healthiness, it's extreme toxic healthiness. If you're doing working, it's extreme, like, I don't know, like even like the Ironman things, it's not going for a run and having fun. It's do a fucking Ironman or else
half.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, as in, everything is also like always about like doing the extra, like breaking boundaries.
I do feel like though, like you're seeing a new age of creators now, especially within the fitness space, of like these like normal, I guess, like realistic. Like people are now sick and tired of these like fitness influencers who are just clearly like on steroids or like an abnormal look abnormal, right? Yeah. Whereas now you're seeing a wave of these creators who are just very like real, saying this is my body, this is what I look like, this is what I train. And I think those are the creators that are getting the followings now because people can actually relate to them and they just staying raw.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think going back to your point about like how it influences stuff to be like perfect, like I've found with the diet thing, right, following certain people, I cannot go to the supermarket now without looking at the back of a fucking packet so you can see the ingredient list, and I won't buy something if it's got seed oils in.
Really? Oh, fuck that.
No, but like I physically can't help it. Now I'd be like, oh, I don't want that. It's got seed oils in.
Yeah, we have these.
I couldn't even really tell you.
This is where you need. This is where you need like.
Yeah, but you've got people like Liver King, but like Eddie Abu, Paul Saladino, like big content creators that. Or even like that tonic health
so you can't eat anything. Like he said Reeves on steroids.
But no, I saw that.
Yeah,
so it has a lasting impact on you when you watch these.
I've in the best condition I've ever been in. Right, might as well get it up on screen. Well, the best condition I've ever been in. Right, that was basically doing what Eddie, like before even Eddie Abu was on socials. Like it was eating how he did. So I invented it, Nana. But like, as in, it was more of like basically no carbs, high fat, high protein, no sugar, no carbs whatsoever. And it got me into like this unbelievable shape. So he's not wrong,
How are you mentally?
But I had nothing in the tank.
Like,
And it's like...
it's not healthy though.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Because these fucking guys have got abs, mate. Who gives a shit? Go and do half Ironman. You can't.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah, I know. And that is the thing. Like even coming and filming, like if I've not eaten enough, I don't have the fuel to even like be energetic.
Food
it's like,
is fuel.
And it's
Yeah.
like
Fuel well.
going out
Yeah.
for dinner and like where were we? We were in Berlin.
oh, no,
And we're-
sucking
And we went
cock.
to I went to Five Guys and you and Reeve got like a burger.
Oh, yeah,
the lettuce burger.
Yeah, also, after the fact you both fucking... Come on.
Just drunk
What?
the night before.
I didn't do pills. You did.
No, I didn't.
No. You two did dodgy pills.
Hypothetically speaking,
Who did I
like-
have to carry home?
Him.
It was you.
It was you. You went left home. It was me and Reeve out.
You
No,
scored those
You got
dodgy
this
pills.
filthy,
it's like-
filthy night out and said, oh, God forbid, a fucking bun.
Someone
bun.
someone
Yeah, a
spiked
burger
my
bun. You got a
mojito.
lettuce bun. A lettuce burger. Like, shut up. Just get a fat burger, you fucking...
Yeah, that was cringy. I remember.
Grow up.
Why is your...
Anyone that goes to Five Guys and orders a lettuce burger, Reeve, grow up.
Yeah, well, I've done that. You watch Star Wars. It's like the same thing, mate. Like,
Class.
you decide to do that.
Class.
I decide to have
No,
lettuce burger.
but do you know the
Class.
difference there? Theo watches Star Wars because he knows
He's a
it
nonce.
brings him happiness. You,
What did you call me?
You're a nonce, mate. You are. It's you. Not me. You.
No one said it was you, mate.
Yeah, I'm a good man.
That's what
Why am I
a
sweating?
certified nonce would say.
Right, anyways, what are you saying, Luke? I tapped that Martin.
did we ever speak about the fake accounts? Surely we have.
The what?
Do you remember the fake accounts we used to
Everyone used to
when
make fake accounts.
when I
He
ma-
made a fucking fake account of me called Joe I'd Tap Dat Weller and would message people from school, like starting fights. And then like they'd meet me at school and be like, what'd you fucking say? And it's just him.
I'd be organising scraps down the salt with like some of the big kids in the year above.
Really?
Yeah, he's a cop.
That's so
He was a
horrible.
cop.
That's all joke.
Mate, you did it as well.
Then
No,
I did do it. Yeah, I did do it.
No, you didn't do it off the back of that. You started it, I think.
What, Tanaka fit and raring to go
Yeah.
Ireland? No, I didn't start it. I did it after you because you did it of me.
That is
And
very
I-
Luke
no,
Martin.
and you blamed it on Damo.
Oh my god, there was big rows over
Damo
that.
wasn't. I got Damo tickets to Liverpool versus Brighton, and he said he wasn't going to come because I was accusing him. And he was.
Do you know the
All
funny
because of
thing,
him.
right? Is do you
Tap that well,
remember
isn't
my old like my first like original email address was ice_man_UK.
Yeah, horrific.
And like so
Iceman.
the email address connected to that for like the recovery or whatever was that, and they could see that, and they're like, well, it's clearly you. And I was like, fucking sad bastard using my email address. to
Yeah, like,
set
we
me
believed
up.
that he was like, I don't know, he's always been crafty. That's the
psycho.
thing, he comes across as this like, oh, Sigma male,
Yeah.
nice
Patch
guy.
dodging.
He's the worst man on the table.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to be punching or your girlfriend be punching? I.e., everyone thinks that she's fitter than you or that everyone thinks you're fitter than her.
That's always a
Or
tough
do you
one.
not give a bloody fuck?
As long as I think they're the fittest girl in the world, that's all that matters.
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
No,
as
I
in-
mean like physically, like if you're genuinely
Oh, I'm
uglier
definitely
than-
punching.
yeah, but as in like, do you
Really?
mind? No, but do you mind?
Well,
Do
are
you-
you punching?
I keep getting told, mate, people walking past in the street being like, mate, you're literally so punching, bro. Like, literally just saying it to
How
my
do they
face.
know you're...
Whereas in like, if I'm walking with my girlfriend,
Oh.
I just say it, and I'm like, it's been said like multiple times.
Yeah,
but
but-
I think that. I genuinely do believe I'm punching.
But your ego gets hurt when they say
But
it.
it's a little bit like...
I think he genuinely believes
It's a bit
it.
like, hang about, is it that noticeable? Is it like, fucking hell, mate? Like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, oh, I used to think it was quite even.
Well, I think
You get butt
What?
hurt.
Come
when
on,
a-
spit it out.
You get butt hurt when a kid goes, mate, you're punching.
you never say it to a girl though, do you? Like no one would ever be like, you're punching. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they never say it about the fella.
Yeah, no, I suppose. And it is, I know, it was,
So, like-
it was a lesbian girl that said it, and an actual bloke. So
Why
like
is-
they are interested in girls. So it kind of makes sense. But it just made me think like I
Wait,
would
they
I would
openly get
prefer
friend of-
them be saying that I'm punching than my girlfriend
Yeah, it sounds it.
punching.
Yeah, it sounds it. Just openly lying.
No, I'm a beautiful man. I'm a beautiful heart. Look at my
Love
heart.
me.
Wait, you know that I am actually a loving man, don't you?
Yeah, very much
So
so.
does it come through on the screen? Like, can you tell that I am?
Yeah, I think people can tell, especially like, you know,
Do you see the pain in my eyes though at the moment? Do you see it?
I don't think people actually see it.
No, I think they can tell.
Yeah, you do.
Like, because you were saying that about the first episode, and I was just like,
Yeah, but that's
really?
because you lack empathy. You do. You lack reading people's emotions. No, you don't. You're actually quite good with me, to be fair. He does. Basically, we get the train up here every day, and Luke gives me like basically therapy every time. And he's actually a really good man.
But he says
Put
how
him in
it
a
is.
group environment, and he actually is a little cocksucker.
No,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Luke is very like black or white.
What'd you call him?
What?
As in, like, if there's something wrong, he'll just tell you the answer. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're very good with that.
I like
Yeah.
to think I'm quite straight talking. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you
Not
are.
straight though.
You're very straight talking, yeah.
Wait, what?
I was just going to say, this gave me an idea just then for our little like Wafflin specials that we want to do, where we basically like, you know, like what's it called?
Grand tour.
Top Gear,
Where you're not going to drink?
right? We should try different jobs. So maybe not that one.
What is wrong with you?
Maybe not that one, but we could try different jobs and
You
see
have to
who's
make
the best.
everyone
at
has
it.
to make their own cocktail.
Like nude modelling.
Just to confirm,
I've
like, I
done
would
that.
not do that.
Yeah, did that ever get
Why
released?
you've not? Why no? But it's quite good.
No,
It's liberating. It
know
makes
that-
you feel part of something.
you know, at the gym,
Yeah,
you're
what'd you do?
fucking
No, mate, I'm crazy. We established, we know I've gone crazy, so we might as well express
Roll with
it. I feel it.
Have you ever-
I could
have-
stand on the table right now and start doing monkey noises.
Have you watched
Not in a
Shutter
racist way.
Island? No one's.
thanks for clearing that up.
Have you watched Shutter Island?
Shut the fuck up, Island.
Yeah, have you watched it?
No.
Watch it.
Why?
Not, mate. That is one
I
of the
don't
best
watch
films.
anything.
No,
I don't just stare at the wall and walk back and forward.
Your homework this week
Yeah.
is to watch Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Okay.
read a
You
book.
actually have to do it.
And I'll read a book.
Yeah.
I can give you book recommendations.
Yeah, do that. And then
What about
on
Iron
Monday,
Man?
I have appointment 1 of hypnotherapy.
Yeah, so you met with this lady, did you?
I met with her in a cabin in the woods. No, it was real.
Was it in your dodgy
It was
cabin?
real. No, it was just like.
You know when you get raided in like 10 years' time and they find
would I
your,
get raided?
and they find the cabin.
what my hard drive?
Like, out of context, your hard drive, your cabin looks fucking weird. Like, why has he got a fucking, what's it called? A
my
metal
cabin's good.
trailer in
Look,
his
look at
garden.
the photos of it and the videos.
It's just a shipping container.
Why
It's a
is this-
shipping container made into a filming studio that I've borderline never used.
Yeah.
No, you used it that
Bloke, a
once when we
shipping
filmed
container-
that episode in there.
Yeah.
You've got a shipping container which is soundproof and can lock people in quite easily in your garden.
Well, yeah, there's a motorcycle lock round it, and I know the code to it. But that is beside the point.
Have you told them about the basement underneath it?
No, don't tell me. Shh. No,
Why did you get that thing?
Because me and Elliot had the idea. This is the thing.
Wait, Jungle Paradise?
Palace. Jungle Palace. Why are you laughing at that? It's a good concept.
Piss in each other's mouth.
Yeah,
We don't piss in each other's mouths.
Yeah.
It was funny because the geezer that I learnt about bubblies from, pissing in your mouth, FaceTimed us before. And they spoke to Theo and Luke for the first time.
Very fluid guy.
And you see, he's quite fluid.
What car does he drive?
Convertible VW Beetle. And I went for a spin in it. Look at us. Look at the video. We look like we're having a good time.
But the worst thing about that
Couple of
conversation, they
lads.
spent 10 minutes trying to convince us that it's normal what they do.
No, it's just weird. I just think you got to realize everyone wants to feel part of something. I bought a shipping container and turned it into a haunted, abandoned filming studio
not
vibe.
haunted
and
or
it's
abandoned.
No, but it's that vibe. It's that vibration.
Is it?
It's a set, mate.
It's
got
a
fucking
film set.
cowboy
Yeah,
doors.
it's just like this is Miami. It's like we've created a vibe. Except in there, we use rather than the
Handcuffs,
odd
chains.
the odd fake plant, everything in there is real.
No, it is kind of cool what you've done in there.
Yeah, it is.
What can you convert it to now?
I don't know. I was thinking of turning scrap metal into a Lamborghini right, for a video.
He's fucking lost his head.
No, think about this for a video.
Is that where you got the nails?
Wait, listen. I'm going to start. Cut to this camera. Please cut to. There we go. I'm going to start with this as my Lamborghini Aventador. But basically, the person that made the shipping container film studio set, he turns scrap metal into things. So he'll get like buy old aircraft parts and make something out of it, or buy a school bus and turn it into a pub's portable bar.
What are you going to do with a school bus when you buy that? Get on, children.
No, but I just thought, imagine like taking a heap of shit.
You just said you're gonna make. You said you're gonna make a Lamborghini.
Yeah, you could do
With
that.
scrap
Yeah, but
metal.
imagine
You
if,
could do that.
What about the
imagine if
engine?
it worked.
How are you gonna make an engine?
Yeah, he can make an engine and make it work. No, but it's a good idea.
You know, there's people
Imagine
out there.
I did it.
There's people out there, right?
What?
That take like broken Lamborghinis and then like refurbish them.
Yeah, like that Matt guy.
Matt,
No, I was talking about
Yeah,
the
Matt Ireland.
American twins.
Nah, that H. You know who I'm talking about, surely.
Saying kids who went to
I swear he was
school with.
on. I swear he was on Fellas recently.
who?
He does really good videos. He's just
no,
converted like Rashford
Armstrong.
Bentley.
Armstrong.
The
Armstrong.
knob
yeah.
jockey.
No, I was talking about the.
Wait, what's this man?
He
getting up?
converts motors. Why
We
don't
have
you
a
speak
screen
to him?
down here,
I
by the
do.
way, that he's getting
Yeah.
up. So he turns metal. Yeah, exactly. So you can turn vehicles.
but he
you've
doesn't-
got to think outside the box.
He doesn't turn the scrap metal
Yeah,
into
but imagine,
Lamborghinis.
boys, imagine this, right? So this is the pioneering mindset. Imagine making a World Cup song where you get changed into different footballers, right? No one thought it was possible, but then I came along and did it.
Yeah, how did that end for you?
Now imagine.
Can we pull up a few pictures of that?
Making a Lamborghini
How's your
out
music
of
career going?
yeah, awful. Imagine making a Lamborghini out of scrap metal. People don't think it's possible. That's why it would do well.
You know why people
if
don't think it's possible? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
people thought it wasn't possible to do half the things we've done in our careers.
Mate,
and
there's-
I like to think that we
but
can do anything,
Look,
bruv.
he'll turn this into like a fully working.
Car.
Yeah,
Lamborghini
predictable.
Urus.
Oh, and making a car another car.
Predictable.
Making a car another
The
car.
state of that, mate.
No, to be fair, that's fucking class.
You've got a bunch of nails and a cocktail making cup.
Mate, and imagine when this turns into an actual vehicle. Imagine what you're going to be saying when, Theo, I mean, what's my name?
What do you know? What do you know about anything to do with mechanics?
That's why I branch out and collaborate.
You're going to hire a mechanic to make you a car.
and I will lead the creative.
Gonna make him a Lamborghini.
Yeah, I'll lead the creative thought ideology.
You're going to be the director of a fucking garage.
Yeah, I'll go down quick fit. Oh, shit.
He's lost the fucking plot.
I have lost the plot. But
That is
that's
actually one of the most.
what embarrassing things I've ever said. I don't
missed
give a
ideas.
flying fuck.
What's everyone been up to this week?
Should we go into the part of the show that we know Theo really wants?
Oh, what, Rawdogging live?
Wait, but
Played in a pro am.
I do actually want to go on to that, but
Go
we
Whoosh.
this is obviously going to be a few weeks down the line, but from the time of recording on Sunday, you did something that you've been talking about for a long time.
Did half
Got
Ironman.
his knob out.
Took almost an hour off my time.
Wow, what did you do? Did you swim it? What do you actually do? What is an Ironman? Do you just put like an ironing board on your head and just to run around ironing? Like what? Like what is the point?
Fucking mental.
No, what do you do? I know you're scared of me. Most people are.
I'm not scared of you. I'm
all
scared
right.
for you.
Really? Does it actually seem like I've gone, okay, let me tone it back. Let me become a bit more like Theo Baker. Hi, Theo.
Are you from fucking mental?
How was your Iron Man? No, I'm joking. You're not boring. You're actually really entertaining.
You're crazy.
I am crazy, bro.
This is
I
the
am
first
crazy.
time. I see it sometimes in Lewis Bowden, right? When I look at them. and I
Who's
go,
that?
Lewis. You know Lewis?
Oh, your friend.
Yeah,
yeah.
I look at him sometimes and go, like, you're in the process of like going mental.
What's made you think that, though? How
Like,
can
when
you
he
tell
gets-
when someone's gone mental?
You can see it in their eyes. Everyone's on different journeys about different things in life.
Oh, it does feel, yeah, it
You've got
does
quite
feel like I have.
quite like a
doesn't it?
sadistic looking face sometimes as well.
No, I know. It's like I
Sadistic?
go into like my characters a little bit.
That could be a coping mechanism.
No, it
like,
is.
for example, like instead of being Joe, you want to be Dr. Smith for a second.
Yeah, I
The
do.
tongue's
It's
a bit
more
creepy.
comfortable to just be like, "Hi, Theo."
Mm.
Well, I got an idea.
What?
Why don't we go back to talking about Theo's Iron Man?
Yeah. Sorry, I was making it all about making it all about me again. Sorry. Yeah, go for
Fucking nailed
Theo.
it.
Let's talk-
So
what actually is
long
it?
story
Like,
short, swam 1.9 kilometers.
Where
like,
do you swim?
in the sea?
Right.
What time did you have to start?
Got there at like 6 in the morning. Started at 7:15.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh mate, it was beautiful.
Not fucking cold.
Nah. Yeah, have you not? Have you seen the photos?
What made it beautiful? What, the sunrise?
Mate, it was golden out. It was the most incredible
Golden
thing.
hour, isn't that like, in the evening?
No, but it can be golden hour in the morning as well. So wait, so it's a swim and then it's a cycle.
And then it's a half marathon.
Yeah, but length, how long?
1.9 kilometers swim.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. Like when you're swimming, that is.
Yeah, out in the sea, it felt long. And then a 90-kilometer bike ride into a half marathon. But boys,
Can I just ask, how many calories did you have to eat the day before doing that? That's a beautiful. I bet you felt like you were in a movie.
That is so nice.
So calorie wise,
how
I had about
many?
700 grams of carbs, so it's about 4,500 calories.
Just in the idea of like a Domino, how many Domino's pizzas would that be? Large Domino's pizzas. Wait, in one go? Oh no, that's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner having a big Dommy Bobs.
Yeah, mate, you couldn't do that.
But
Probably could.
You reckon?
Yeah, quite comfortable.
But it's the carbs which is hard. It's the carbs because you're just so
Yeah, what happens when you need to absolutely go for a massive wee?
On Saturday, I
Halfway
did
through.
three poos before 9 a.m.
What about mid-race? So when you're in the sea in your wetsuit, you really just go.
I went for two wees in the wetsuit because it gets you all warm.
Yeah, that's kind of normal.
But it's it is a weird feeling though because like obviously like everything's compact.
Yeah,
so it holds it. Yeah, when you take it
and
off,
it like
does it not
goes in
still
your
come out?
foreskin.
Did you find out if anyone did shit themselves?
I think people do. Like last year, I had to take a poo on the run. Oh, Tuesday, I had to do a poo in the run.
Well, as you're running.
Yeah, just down my suit. No, I wasted 6 minutes in the toilet. Whereas this year, the last 10K, I wanted to shit myself. Like, I didn't fart once because I think if I did fart, I would shit myself. No, but it's so true. Like with the gels and stuff like that, I was very close to shitting myself.
Right. That's everyone do
Also,
that,
can we
man.
just talk? The fucking bike ride I did, right?
Yeah.
90K, I did it 3 hours and 2 minutes.
Is that good?
It's 1,000 meters of elevation. They called it a hilly. Right, they called it rolling hills. It should have been hilly. That's class.
Well done.
No one else could do that.
Well done.
Into a half marathon. Give me a come on.
No, I actually think it's really impressive.
A 1:52 half marathon at the end of it.
Yeah. And then
How do you feel now it's over though?
yeah, is it like that thing that Olympians get where you achieve something and now you've made every video you want to make? So now, I mean, you know, you've achieved everything you were working towards.
You know what? I thought I was going to get like post-race depression.
Oh.
And it turns out I actually didn't have that. Monday and Sunday, I just ate like a little fat fucking pig. It was amazing. Yeah, like 10,000 calories. I was like,
I didn't mean that.
And then Tuesday, I woke up with just like this like elation of like just pure overwhelming happiness. Because I was like, because normally, like when you finish the race, I was like, oh, I finished to complete it, or maybe I didn't hit my target.
Yeah.
But I beat my target by so far.
Yes.
And I was like, shit, if you actually train for something, you could actually do it.
Exactly, mouth.
And I beat it by so I woke up with just pure elation on Tuesday. I was like, oh my God, I'm a king.
You are a king.
And I've recovered so well. And now I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah,
what is the next one?
yeah.
Like, how do you go? Do you do a full Ironman or do you just do like continue doing these half like pretend ones?
Yeah, I do. No, it's true. But I've done 2 halves now, so I've technically done a full.
No, you should do a full next, I think.
Yeah, without
I think that's like 30th birthday vibes, though. So not next year, the year after.
That's like 10 years ago. No.
You're right. He's literally the oldest at the table.
man.
Oldest at the table.
I am
right
the
here.
oldest at the table.
But I think 30th birthday up full Ironman. Because the next
Well
thing
done.
is like High Rocks and...
What, for like a birthday present?
Yeah, why not?
That's your birthday
That'd be
present to
wicked. Like,
yourself.
imagine like when you turn 30, I'll be like, I'm going to do an Ironman. That's quite sick. Do you know what I think?
Yeah. No, I do.
I
I
mean,
do
if it's
believe
like
that.
But it's quite.
Right,
It was really genuinely like. I know it sounds pathetic.
No, it doesn't.
But like, I didn't shed a tear this time. But I did like. Oh my God! I had cramp in my face from smiling on the run.
Oh.
No, serious. Because the amount of people that I spoke to, like on the bike and on the run, who said, "I'm here because of you." Like I signed up to this race
What the
because of me.
fuck? You've inspired people.
And then every time they said that, and there were people shouting, saying, "Sub 6, you can do this, Theo." And really overwhelming. I got really overwhelmed by like the fact that I was actually doing something that matters to people.
Well, it's like what Jack Joseph said about like it's impossible to not impact someone positively, and not feel good feelings as a result. And you've inspired others, you've helped others, and that's then obviously made you feel genuine, pure happiness.
That's what it is. Like, obviously, people take the piss and stuff when I do these kinds of things.
No,
It's
not
just fair
even.
enough. People,
Fuck
no,
'em.
they do. It's funny. I get it. It's funny, right? Because I bang on about it. But that feeling of just like, this guy's done this race because of me, and I honestly, it sounds mental, but I was really on the verge of tears. I was like, I can't believe this is like what I'm doing, something that matters to people, which is weird.
You matter, mate. You do.
I do matter.
But it is inspiring, you know, and like knowing that you've inspired people. You know, we go back to the depths of Mackey's, and then you think one day you're actually running a half Ironman, inspiring countless other people to do it as well.
And I recommend doing it because honestly, we got the weather, right? You know, like middle of September, it can be a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
The day after the race, it was like cloudy and the sea was like a bit rough. The day before, it was like hot, but again, it was a bit of wind. That morning, it was just calm. It was quiet. The sun. It was
meant to be.
It was meant to be. It genuinely was meant to be.
You know, when you get those feelings like, oh, this just feels like it's meant to be.
It was perfect.
Do you think that is actually real, or is it just coincidence?
No, I do.
Yeah.
That was meant to be because, you know, we talk about lives full of imperfections.
Yeah.
But that was perfect. There are moments in life where you think, wow.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
And I feel like certain things happen that are too like almost too coincidental.
Last year it got cancelled, the swim, because of the weather.
Right. Well, it's like when you know when you shoot a football at a goal and you just know it's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like, and you almost feel like I didn't actually control that. That just almost felt like it just happened. Like I was being guided from the Lord Almighty above.
No, but it's true. Like, how does your brain work so fast and it controls your leg that's kicking this football and can do the maths of that football going into the top corner at that exact speed and power?
Well, the front of your brain is only like the conscious brain. Like the rest of it is just doing its own thing, and you just gotta like trust it sometimes. Apart from when it really works against you and
do you know what as well,
sabotage
Jake?
itself.
You know, you were talking about that, how you like struggle with sleep and overthinking things. That night before the race, so normally like before an event, the sleep's pretty poor normally. Yeah. You're a bit anxious. Slept like a baby.
Maybe it's because you just knew that you had it. You've done it so many times.
It was confidence. It's repetition and experience from previous races. I woke up and I'm ready to do this.
Yeah.
So if you prepare for something, it's going to leave you in better stead for the actual event.
Like I suppose when you're genuinely secure, maybe I'm just quite an insecure man deep down.
What?
Because when you're genuinely secure about something, you don't have a reason to feel like... because you're secure, you're like you're genuinely confident.
Yeah, I was genuinely confident.
So
that was, but I've never really felt that before. That's what was interesting. I was like, well, I feel really calm.
It's like a lot of footballers and athletes like have issues with like sleeping tablets and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because they're
like,
stressed about.
The
but also
the night before.
Bringing it on to yesterday, actually, Gareth Bale, who has won all these countless Champions Leagues, one of the best players of all time, blah blah blah. He said he's the most nerve-wracking he's ever been is teeing off in front of a crowd in golf.
Really?
That's not his number one thing. Obviously, he's like one of the best golfers out there in terms of amateurs. But he said for him, that's just... And I got to see him in the flesh yesterday at the
Were you hanging out with him? He said that to you personally?
No, it's a quote. I read it.
Oh.
But I did see like Rory McIlroy and stuff. All these people, all these professional golfers. Like, have you ever watched golf? You
Not
find
particularly.
It's a bit like people say it's a bit boring. Oh my! Him in the flesh is insane.
What, people going off like mental?
It's they're just
which is like
nah.
Really?
It was like
but is that because it was like a celebrity pram? I swear. Like,
no. Some of them are like, well, mate, I couldn't believe how amazing it was. Like a festival. It was mental. But like teeing off in front of like quite a lot of people was terrifying. I was shitting.
Yeah.
Bricking
I can imagine so.
Terrifying. But it's one of the best days of my life. I loved that. I loved that. That pro I missed there was class. I really enjoyed that. Saw
sick.
Yeah, Bale, McIlroy.
Did you meet them? Were you like?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There was loads of people there actually.
It did.
Ben Stokes said hello.
Cricket
Stokesy. There was loads of people. I don't know all the names, but it was really cool.
That did look
Sick.
cool. You do a lot of cool shit nowadays.
Tom Holland was there actually. Spoken to.
I saw that. I saw the the Tom Holland, Rory McIlroy encounter.
Yeah.
Where everyone was just like,
his brothers are really good at golf as well, so they had a bit of like a bandits.
He brought his brothers along.
I was talking to them a lot. It's really good. He brings them every year. Yeah.
So boys, the concept of raw dogging. Not talking about shagging your missus.
A raw dog's a half Ironman.
I was going to say, did you listen to anything?
Raw dogging things, right, has been something that has become prevalent. Aeroplane flights, train journeys.
They're all fake, the aeroplane flights.
Are they though?
Obviously.
Raw dogging a flight is basically sitting there and not doing anything. You're staring. Basically what I do on a daily basis. So basically you're staring at that thing. You're not even going to the toilet. You're not having food. You are just, I am here. Now, to take that concept into real life, do you think that you could actually raw dog life, i.e. no cell phones, none of the obvious things, Wi-Fi and all the things of today, basically caveman lifestyle?
Travel would be hard, but I think right now my raw dog ability is at its highest. Right
I suppose you've got really high tolerance for uncomfort.
Yeah, because 6 hours or 3.5 hours in the saddle, like 6 hours in the half Ironman, it's raw dogged.
Yeah.
Raw dogged. You're not allowed headphones or anything like that.
Yeah, but that's
And then that.
Granted, I know that's like 6 hours or whatever, but that's not like.
But I will say, I know it sounds a bit weird, but like I then raw dogged the drive home.
Oh, you felt so cool. You were just like, I don't need any stimulation.
Yeah, like Jodie was asleep, so I didn't want to wake her up with loud music.
Yeah.
So I just raw dogged it.
Oh.
But life, right? Imagine if you were going home and you weren't going home to a TV, you weren't going home to internet. You couldn't use your phone when
That is a bit weird. Weirdly enough, I did actually think about this. Like, you know, like back in the day, like before TVs, what did they do in the evening?
Mate, that's the thing. Like, people used to just genuinely raw dog life because there was no alternative.
100 years ago, they were raw dogging it.
Yeah, they just were.
We're obviously so adaptable. I think if you took away our phones and we got like used to the regular amount of stimulation that we're actually used to, mate, the second you'd see your phone again, it would be like the most fun, stimulating thing, and you'd just fall into the same trap again, even if you took a year off. So I'm like, this is a drug that I feel like we're never going to be able to truly
Wouldn't you love
escape now?
Wouldn't you love to be able to? Like, I can't tell you how many thoughts that I've had where I'm just like, imagine if I just got rid of my phone. Like, I've genuinely even looked at like Blackberries and getting like a fucking Blackberry. So you can't like access all those stupid.
But we say this, right? It was great, and like when you go on holiday, maybe you switch off. You don't go on your phone as much. But realistically, you can't. You can't do it because you need it. You now need it.
Why do you need it?
How are you going to communicate with people?
Get a house phone.
Yeah.
So
Call them up.
I did notice, obviously, that during that meditation retreat, you weren't allowed your phone, and it did just make like, oh my god, my mind was a lot clearer. Maybe maybe I could really do with just raw dogging everything.
Do you get it when you go
raw
for
dog? Do you use protection?
Are you talking about shagging now?
Yeah, because like, do you? Do you don't?
I do.
No, because what are you actually meant to do?
No, stop talking about me.
Stop talking about you. No, because it is a thing, isn't it? Like actual real raw dogging, as it's like, you know what it is. It's such a risky game.
Yeah, are you talking about life?
No, like real raw dogging, actual real life.
He's talking about pumping someone without any protection.
Like people will have one night stands. People have done that.
Raw dog it.
And just raw dog.
You might have kids out there.
I have friends that do that. Right. And I'm like, Brav, it's not looking good, Brav. Oh. No, basically, like, it is such a risky game.
Wait, that's kind of mad. So I just read that.
What is it?
Studies have shown that people would rather experience electric shocks than be left alone with their own thoughts.
Oh, like Jack Joseph said. He said he could not be on his own. I get that. Like, if you're so used, like being with yourself,
I quite like it. Though.
Can be a bit mad if you're not used to it. You need to be at peace with being with yourself in order to obviously be with, I think, in a healthy way with anyone else.
You should train for a fucking half Ironman.
Yeah,
because then you get to raw dog a lot.
Yeah, just raw dog.
Just you, your mind, and the road above.
I did my PB 5K the other week. Sent it to you boys.
Well done. What's that?
It was 23 minutes, I mean.
Class.
That is sick.
I feel like I was running so quick though, and I was like,
what shoes
how do people
get
like Cloud Monsters? What on running? They're elite.
What do you use?
Well, my point is this: if you put on like some carbon plates,
it's cheating.
You're cheating. Yeah, but you'll run 2 minutes faster.
What about my ones? Have you seen the ones I wear?
The big pinkies.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're race shoes though. You shouldn't train in them.
Wait, but why?
Because then you're getting used to it, right? So I do all my training. I only run in my big Vaporflies in race day because then you feel like you're actually like flying. Whereas if you train in like Nike Invincibles, a normal running shoe, your body's actually getting used to running at say a 5:15 kilometer. Whereas the same exertion in a carbon plate shoe, you'll be running at like 4:50. 4:55. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they have a life.
But if it is cheating,
it's not cheating, but it feels like cheating.
Did you see Reese's marathon time?
Yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak. Like, those freaks are out there.
Yeah.
Though.
What's your 5K time?
PB.
Yeah.
I think only like 20:50, something like that. But I really want to do that. Actually, I might go do it this Saturday. Part run. See what I can do at the moment because we're quite fit.
Oh yeah,
you broke 20 minutes. That's really impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive.
19:03 or something.
That's really.
We've got a guy on our football team who can run it in 14 minutes.
Was
he Olympian?
That's ridiculous.
No, but he runs like professionally for England.
Fuck.
Like he does. Yeah, he's literally insane.
Mad thing.
There is one more thing we should touch on, boys.
What's that?
Our trailer came out this week.
Yeah.
Said this episode is a few weeks down the line.
Yeah, it is.
Just want to react to a few of the comments.
Oh,
people
yeah.
happy about.
Speaking of this,
Okay.
right? Someone said to me yesterday, right? They said, "Oh, when's Wafflin coming back?"
Yeah.
I went, "This week." I went, "What?" I said, "Yeah," and he just had no idea.
What? Who?
Well, there's going to be people that don't know.
Yeah, but he was like, "What do you mean this week?" I was like, "Yeah, this
Yeah,
week."
yeah. I mean, like, the thing had been seen on Instagram by like 400,000 people.
Something like 650,000
Yeah, it's
now.
like 650k.
That's mental.
That is
But
mental.
like, if people still don't know as well on top of that, like, it's mad how big the Wafflin
Yeah, but it's
thing
also like
reached out to. As in, like, people know about Wafflin. Like, it's actually a thing. It's actually a bit mental. And it's just, this is what it is. Just us boys just sitting down talking. Is that not a bit weird?
no, it's like it's such a
fucking mental.
it's such a stupid concept when you think about it.
And here we have some comments that were basically responding to our return. It goes, Mr. President, a third Theo Baker podcast has hit.
Classic kid.
That is a lot of the comments were on about you having 3 podcasts. How
do you manage that?
Yeah,
Like-
how are you going to deal with that?
Does it drive you mental, or is it what you need? Another one?
No, don't get me wrong. It is a lot, but
Oh
I'm
shit, is
not
there a
complaining.
chance that you have to like...
No,
drop
it
one?
only feels like a lot because at the moment, with me going to Australia soon, we're filming 2 episodes of Wafflin a week, 2 episodes of Backside a week, pitch side and then pitch side streams. And also, I do really want to focus on my main channel. So I'm struggling with time management at the moment, but that's where I have to be super organized. But after Australia, I know things will chill out a little bit, so it'll be absolutely fine.
So if you
And also, I love it. So
if you had to drop one, what one would it be?
Yeah, what one would it be,
I
Mal?
won't drop any of them.
No, but you had to. You got.
Yeah, like
someone's
guns
got.
to your head. What are you dropping?
Not even a
Mal?
gun to your head. It's a gun to Jodie's head.
And my head.
Said, kill me.
No, but
What?
it's not pointing at you. It's pointing at her.
No.
So they're saying right. Well, she's gonna die then.
Okay, so what about
You
this
just let her
one?
die.
Theo Baker on a podcast where he doesn't talk about football is what the world needs.
Yeah, Dylan.
Shut up.
Yeah, because it all
Theo
exists.
actually has good knowledge about football.
Also,
does he?
sorry, that's not the point. The point is Backside's been around for like 4 months.
What? What's back?
We don't talk about football on there.
Wait, what's backside?
Technically, you're a rival.
You're a rival.
Got all
You're
that.
an op block.
Didn't you feel like that? Like I was very like this at school though, wasn't
What?
I? I had
Fucking dork.
no, like different friendship groups.
What, really?
No, I do though. I'm like a
You're just like Elliot Crawford.
what?
That's what he
fart as
had.
well.
That's what he had.
you fart?
No, it's a chair. That's what he had. He was a social butterfly from different groups, but never really belonged to one. That's what he said. Anyways, this one now says,
You belong.
you belong to us. We love you through and through. I cannot believe my eyes. Literally been binging the episodes recently. Binging, mate. Binging the episodes recently. Dream come true.
You know, I think that's the nicest thing. Like, all of the comments are like, no fucking way. Like, I needed this. I've been getting DMs like saying, like, boys, you don't realize how much I've missed the podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Funny
just
because
joining in the conversation.
I actually watched a TikTok yesterday about
What was it about?
about the podcast.
about the podcast coming back. Yeah, do you
Go
want to
on.
listen to it?
Go
Yeah.
for it, Mal Flips.
This is biblical. I don't think these three people realise how much effect they actually had
These
on the
two
UK
people.
during like 2020 to like the lockdown period pretty much. And Joe Well himself doesn't realise the effect he's had on UK comedy. So many people my age, like 20 to 30 year old, that still like have his like isms, like do things that he would do.
Ism.
Like not on the same level as in between us, but it's not a million miles away. Now, talking logistics, I do think they still wanted to do the podcast. I think they got a little bit burnt out, but I think the main issue was location. Theo lives in London, not sure about Luke, I think he's still in wherever they live, I can't remember, it's near Brighton, and obviously Joe's there as well. Now, I'm guessing, this is a complete guess going out on a limb, I wonder if they've got the fellas involved. It's a fellas studio sort of deal.
Aye, that's what
I
we've done,
think-
mate.
Could be completely wrong, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. So we'll see if that's true or not. Well, this to be back, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm sure you're all buzzing as well. Let me know what your favourite ever waffling little clip is. The one for me is the Snapchat from the Nan in the Grave. Just, it shouldn't be funny, but it will.
Don't even remember that.
I tried Google it. I have no idea what he's talking
No.
about.
Can this,
Snapchat from the nan in the grave.
if you're watching this episode, mate, can you send that through to us? Because
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. But I think it's true, you know. Everyone is gassed.
Yeah.
But no more than us boys.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I just think that's where I just want to deliver from the offset. And I just thought the first episode was just a bit like dead, to be honest.
It was absolutely hilarious.
You didn't watch it.
No, but I was there, mate.
I know. But
That's the thing. Like sometimes you need to just
I was
think about
in the
how it felt when you
episode.
were actually. Oh, to be fair, you were
Yeah,
completely.
but when we were there, I was actually feeling like, oh my God, I'm a shell of myself.
Not
and I was
at all.
obviously so rusty. Like I just
Mate,
didn't
that
feel
bubbly
that
thing was
way.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Really?
Are you serious?
Do you know what
Yeah,
it
but
is,
you
right?
do this thing where
Get
you
your
like
cock out.
where you embarrass yourself and you mock yourself on the podcast, and then you come away and you just think, have I just made myself look really
No,
stupid?
but who cares about that? It's
No,
just,
exactly.
No,
Who
it's
cares?
like,
it's hilarious, mate.
oh, I'll just stop overthinking everything and just carry on then. Joe, coming
I
straight
actually-
out of the 90s with that centre parting. Fuck off. That was your haircut. We bowl cut.
I saw someone say you look like an IB for final boss.
I am an IB for... Why are you laughing? I'm IB for final
You
boss.
completed Ibiza.
And I don't even go to Ibiza anymore.
We actually did an Ibiza special.
You did a bit of
We
gear.
spoke about that, didn't we?
You
both
sniffed
did.
a bit of gear
Didn't happen.
before that podcast.
I don't
and
even know
that's
what that
fucked in
is.
the head. And I'm look.
I don't know what
I
that
did see a comment saying, "Oh, is Wafflin going to be more tame now that it's coming back with a proper studio with the fellas?" Fuck off, right? We're keeping it fucking raw, just like me dogging Theo. Next question.
I propose a rule.
What?
I'd say you are no longer allowed to watch any episode back.
Yeah,
What? But I need to fucking review the
You
thing.
should not be allowed
That's
in the
Luke's job.
post-production.
Yeah, but Luke's got a dodgy haircut as well. Why do you think he's got the hat on now? You should go back to having curtains. It looked good.
Did you see how long my hair was? People might not have seen how long
I
my
think
hair
it
got.
looked fit, mate.
You can put a
Look.
picture up. You can put a picture up.
Next up, we've got Randolph UK. He says, proper add this in reference to the trailer. Was a good trailer. We
It
got
actually was. The trailer was banging. We should Digital Peaches, were they the boys that
shout out
helped out?
Digital Peaches. Shout out Josh the Burnt Chip for also helping us with it. And just the whole of the fellas crew.
Yeah.
As well as Hussein, our show producer. We've also got Elliot_Crawford. He says, finally.
What does he do?
Really detailed chat, that one.
What does he do?
He's a DJ.
DJ.
He's a DJ.
That's quite cool.
DJ's all around
Did it?
the gaff. Yeah.
That's quite sick.
Were we doing the podcast with? Because obviously you had your Parallel 9 thing.
Yeah.
But like,
what-
why did that never actually
So
come to
basically,
fruition?
I didn't want to pursue the DJ thing so much because it was basically being around people that are off their nut and smashed out their head constantly. People smoking, vaping, all the things that I'm like, I don't want anything to do with. It was like I was going to be exposing myself to that all the time. And I don't know, I just wanted to be surrounded, like what you surround yourself with is yeah. And I'll be real as well. Like I probably would have ended up just doing the thing where I'm just like, getting with loads of different people, and I actually wanted to like be wanted to be pure and holy, and
say people.
actually become the man that I want to be, not this fucking slut. Not that I ever was a slut, but I just didn't want to be a
I
slut.
feel like everyone knows that you.
No
did
one
go-
has any idea that I was ever
You know when you said people?
Dodgy.
People.
people.
Yeah.
What do you mean people?
No, not just girls.
Like viva,
Is that like
them, them.
Yeah, so was that like other
What you think I shag blokes?
No, I'm not saying that.
no, only that
I
one.
don't
I'm just
shag
saying,
blokes.
like, you come across as very fluid, right? So
You're a bit of a fluid Don.
no, but I can really, really see that you being very fluid. at the
Do I
moment.
seem fluid?
Which is
everyone?
absolutely fine, of course.
I know it's fine.
But did anything ever happen?
What have I ever shagged
like during his
blokes?
DJ
in
stuff.
Thailand.
No, we know about that, but
No,
DJ is
the Thailand incident was the only thing that made me realise that I actually have no interest in blokes. I've had straight blokes that have said, "Oh, if that was me, I just would have gone ahead with it and just shagged the lady boy." But I didn't want to do that personally. It actually really affected me. So
We should
I
talk
don't-
to Vic actually.
what did he do it?
No,
Did he do it all the time?
No, because he's a DJ.
Oh,
But he like does world tours and shit. Like he does with like Steve Aoki and that. It's kind of sick. Be
Yeah.
interesting to see like a good little connection there.
it would be a good connection. Maybe we'll get him on the podcast.
Yeah. Any
We
more?
also have a Harry G film.
know,
He says, wonder if Theo's got any better at rock, paper, scissors. Obviously, the infamous clip of him playing against Tony Adams in a game of rock, paper, scissors. Should we reenact it?
Why?
Well, we're sitting on opposite sides, but like, maybe we should do that one day, recreate it,
do you know-
Wafflin, like, funniest moments, and we actually try and recreate them.
Hilarious.
Fucking kill all of them. Ruin everyone's fucking perception of them.
I do think it'd be good to one day do a reacting to like the funniest clips, because I think
Yeah.
I often watch. I've got a few Waffling episodes on my like in my Apple library. So sometimes when I'm listening to music, going through my library, an episode will just come on.
Yeah.
And then
You listen back to Wafflin episodes.
it'll be like old ones that just come up randomly, and I'll be like, "Oh, just listen to this." And they're actually like, I think they're so funny.
No, they are
to
funny on
listen to, and they
TikTok. I
crack
find
me
it
up.
funny on TikTok.
Really?
But like, I don't know whether that's just because like I understand it. Do you know?
No,
what
no,
I mean? It's like-
they are funny. Otherwise, people wouldn't watch it. Surely, somewhere out there on one of your dodgy hard drives, there is the first episode we recorded.
oh my god, I
This is
so
the
want to
thing,
see
like,
that.
I had to destroy a few hard drives of mine
Why?
because I needed the memory.
So when you say destroy, that just means getting rid.
Yeah, I just needed to like.
Yeah, I need to get the memory, mate. Why have you put it in the bin then?
No, I had to,
Why have
like,
you stamped on it?
flames and fire was involved, right? And I needed to do that. But then I just don't think I have it anymore. But
Can I just say like the
Why
funniest?
What are you going to say? Stop
No.
a sec. He's setting hard drives on fire instead of just clearing the memory.
Yeah, but it's because he needs them absolutely like unrecoverable.
I am just joking.
But can I just say like first episode would be amazing. We didn't put out what I still to this day think was the funniest. Whether it was when we were still doing clips.
What?
When Theo was talking about when his back went in the gym, and we were literally. I don't think we could speak for like
Bullying,
10 minutes.
That was borderline bullying, though.
That's why you wouldn't put it out.
I was just.
Oh, it's funny though.
Yeah, no, it was actually really funny.
Didn't you get someone to call you an ambulance?
They said on the phone, yeah, mate, it's gonna be 2 hours. Like, it's only for serious calls. I was like fucking laying on the floor, dripping, unable to move. Like, how much serious do you want?
I wish we could find that episode because if we could watch that back, I think it would be the
I
funniest.
blew my
thing
back out in the
world.
gym. It was awful.
Who blew
You
your
were
back out?
in the gym?
Wait, who blew your back out?
Harry Brown.
Wait,
He blew my back out.
wait, what? So you do take it?
I was just on the
Are you a bit fluid?
No, I was just on the rowing machine.
You are a bit, though.
I was on the rowing machine
I
going
think-
like that, and he
Give you a couple beers.
What did he do?
If Stannard comes about, you'd suck off Stannard.
projected.
Project.
That was really painful. I couldn't walk.
Surely you can like go through some old hard drives if you're allowed and,
If you're-
and try and find
what
that
happens
episode.
if he does that and he incriminates himself?
I won't. I do forget that anyone actually watches this, by the way. Like, I do actually forget that. Like, how I'm putting myself across is like a fucking mental patient. I'm kind of playing up to it, but it is also a bit like,
If it helps you, doesn't it?
are people going to be worried about me?
No, mate, because you've got a great support system around you.
No, but as in like, like, do I seem a bit too mental?
No.
No, but when the worry in your eyes,
What worry?
worry, the worry of like, he's actually crackers.
You're gonna get
Guys,
cancelled.
I will say I'm not totally aware of how I'm behaving. I will just say that, like, I'm not.
Guys, don't worry, we'll look after him.
I'm just not overly. It's just happening.
We'll put you back in your cage after this episode.
You know, sometimes I think that's best though. Do you know what? You've come here like you're not thinking about it. You're just saying
Mate,
stuff.
it's going to be okay.
It is a funny episode anyway.
Yeah, and just don't watch it back.
No, do watch it back because then you realise how amazing it is.
No, but this one feels fun, even though it's been like
It's been funny.
it's
And also, I think
made
you
it
needed this,
good.
mate, because you came here, honestly, you looked like a fucking pit of just sadness.
I was
like, fucking hell, here we go.
Yeah,
But
I
now-
know that's what you think when I arrive and I'm all sad.
But then look at you. Look at what's happened in the last hour and a
yeah,
half.
but that's because I just fucking go there. I've just realised, don't pretend that it's not there. Just fucking play into it, and then it happens.
But I also think that one of your coking,
Get your coke on the table, rack up some lines.
One of your cock penis cocks.
What? What are you going on about?
One of your coping mechanisms is doing like the whole like mocking yourself.
Yeah, like taking the
But
piss.
that's absolutely fine.
I know I'll be fine. I'll be
Everything's gonna
fine.
be okay. Just watch Shutter Island. I'm sure you can relate to DiCaprio a bit.
So another week of therapy.
Another week
Boys.
of therapy.
Well, he's going to have actual hypnotherapy next week.
Yeah, by Monday, I'm going to have it. Hopefully, it would be good to start next week's episode on this front.
But it doesn't matter if it's not.
It doesn't matter if it's not, though, yeah.
Do you know what I mean, pal?
Yeah, I suppose you just got to be loose at the end of the day. Like,
Fluid.
I think you are very gender fluid, right? So,
I didn't say that.
No, you are.
No, I was just talking about.
Are you? It's like, which one are you? Or which ones? Anyways, right. You are a man. Right, what was I saying? So, what it comes to... You know that
You are man.
You know,
And you are man.
you know the monkey with the symbol on clapping his...
Wait, in Homer's head.
Yeah, like that. That's me. That's me.
No, that implies there's nothing going on in your head.
Yeah, but-
yours is like a fucking like.
I do have that. I have ADHD of just the brain. Whereas,
ADHD the cock.
yeah, no, but you know what I mean? It's like very overactive thoughts. Mate, so as I'm talking right now, I'll have intrusive thoughts happening all the time like this. Like seaweed, SpongeBob, Squidward, going to the park, going primary
That's
school,
why you're good
like-
at rapping, and that's
like-
why I'm not good at rapping because there's nothing up
Yeah,
there.
it helps for like being witty and really like intelligently, really like.
The problem is you're too smart and you're too good looking.
It helps for being quick-witted, but it fucking drains you.
Yeah, but do you get that thing? Like, say H was here as well, and like he was having a conversation with Theo, and then you and me were having a conversation.
Yeah.
Would you struggle to just have my conversation?
I'd hear them.
because you'd be listening.
Yeah.
How
like,
do you
I-
go?
I get that.
Like,
How
if
do you
I
go
was
to
in a business-
restaurants? How do you eat?
Go at non-peak times.
See, this is my issue. This is the problem, right? So you go. I can't go to dinner at 7. Must go at 5:30.
No, I don't do that shit. I just do turn up whenever. But I
Put
do-
headphones on.
No. I like will just be in mine and my own girlfriend's little world, like rather than like.
Just so in love.
Yeah, rather than just sort of like trying to take in everything else. Because do you not get it? Like, if you go,
I can imagine you two at fucking dinner just staring in each other's
yeah, that's
souls.
exactly what happens. That's
Do you,
exactly.
do you
what
talk
happens.
or do you just stare?
Yeah, but we could just, it's like a telepathic thing. Like, you could just literally look you could just literally look at each other and you just, that's all. Like, mate, it's actually mental.
Do you believe everything that comes out of your mouth?
Yeah, I do.
We can
like,
just feel each
I'm
other's
aware.
souls,
I'm
alright?
aware that I come across crackers. Like, I do think it's probably
you
getting
can
worse.
you in your head you can have sex with her just by looking at her. Do you think?
Can you look in your girlfriend's eyes when you're having sex with her?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like,
Can you? Do you? Can you tell her you
I
love
can.
her as you're having
But-
sex?
projecting. But what could you just sit there and just like
An eye fuck.
I fuck and just really and you
Probably.
could come.
I don't think come. But can you look your girlfriend in the eye and have
we
sex?
ended up?
Can you look her in the eye
Yeah,
and tell her you love her?
yeah. Can you not?
Yeah. No, but I'm just checking because you were.
I'm just checking you
were ridiculing me.
No, but he is like, like he's an incredibly passionate guy.
It's disgustingly passionate.
You're just fluid.
Should have heard him when he was upstairs. Do you remember years ago when I was in your living room?
When you were there going,
What?
Mate, it was 4 a.m. All I could hear was him going at it.
What? The whole house shaking.
I saw there was
oh, sorry, I forgot that was a fucking thing.
There was 20.
Oh,
No.
mate, I shook the whole house. I had to leave.
No, that didn't happen. I've never got with anyone else before.
What?
I've never.
Yeah,
I was
no,
a
but this was a
virgin.
different girl that I was listening you to have.
I was a virgin before. I've never interacted with anyone else.
True.
And that I'm a good man.
Yeah, you are.
That is how we know. And I will continue to be that.
Yeah.
What?
Right. Well, I'm just going to tell people to get their questions in for next
Oh,
episode.
go on, Theo. Be the man.
You can do it at the website, which is
Website.
what's the website?
Go on.
Wafflin wafflin.co at the boys.
Know what are you on about?
What is it? The boys at wafflin.co. Send in your questions, subjects, and like and subscribe.
Just sign him up, mate. Dude,
Shit
you
is
should
ending
be
ever.
the front man.
Yeah, so join up at
Waffling by Theo Baker.
the boys at wafflin.co.
Sign up.
Sign up and send in your messages, and we'll answer them in the next episode.
You can't sign up, everyone. It's an email. And it gets delivered to our Outlook. Don't you think that's quite clever? How you think you're sending it to @Wafflin, which is just a bog standard Outlook email.
Well,
It's
yeah,
quite
but-
good, isn't it? It's like a decoy.
We've got
Like
our own-
everything. Is everything just a decoy? Is everything just whatever you see it as? I said that in the other episode. Anyways, you know what I mean.
Give us 5 stars wherever you're listening.
Give us 5 stars. Get into cycling. Get into running. Maybe I should go back to the gym. I I only go cycling and only run nowadays.
Yeah, it's fine. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Your heart is the biggest fitness of life.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything.
No, it does.
That means fuck all. That,
Biggest fitness of life. Bro, I understand you, man.
Telepathic.
Right, this has been Piss Take. This has been fun.
Yep.
We really hope you
Just
gained.
end the show, please.
We really hope you gained some wisdom. If you can relate, or you do actually get what if you do get what I'm saying at all, can you just message me and
Can we just cut him off
and just
Validate
let me
me.
know how you feel as well, because it is difficult at times. Anyways, we hope you have a great life, and obviously we're here every.
Can't mean more.
We're here every Sunday from 12 p.m. on the Wafflin YouTube channel. You can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter.
Subscribe because we're going to hit 1 million subs.
You're a twit.
And listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We'll
Let us
see you
know
later.
if you've tried a bubbly yet.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
Bye. Bye.
Cocktail Shakers, from the Screws, we will see you in the next episode.
Toodles.
Love you.
Good luck.